Alright, right off the bat, this is a spoiler-free review. I'm gonna move my tacos over here. Yeah, so it's a spoiler-free review of Star Wars Episode 8. Oh my god, I forgot which number it is. The Last Jedi. Right off the bat, I didn't see, or we, as, me, Paul, and my mom, we did not see, like, the last 20 minutes or so of the movie because a fire happened at the movie theater, because that's what you want on a Sunday fucking morning. I'll go into it a little bit, like, later, but just kind of, like, it was right there. It was like shit was getting good and things were happening and oh my god. And then we started smelling something burning. I was like, I don't care. I'm here for fucking Star Wars at 8 in the goddamn morning. You know, well, by then it was like 11, but it was 8 in the goddamn morning, you know, and I am here for Star Wars. But a bitch next to me was like, we gotta go, it's a fire! I was like, I am gonna stay here. I don't see fire. I smell burning electrical equipment. I'm gonna stay here. Of course, Paul was like, you know, smoke kills you before the fire. And I was like, don't care. If I die watching Star Wars, that's fine. I always thought I'd die guns a-blazing, but anyway. So, The Last Jedi. Besides the last 20 minutes I didn't see, the most of the third act I saw, I definitely enjoyed it. You know, it was, I liked it way more than Force Awakens. I liked that there was a lot of storyline going on, but at no point was it confusing. At no point were they jumping back and forth, and it was like, confusing or like get on with it. I want to see what's going with that. None of that. Like it all was a nice progression, which I very much enjoyed. There was a lot more jokes in this one. Finn and Rose are very much Paul and I. I made that joke on like my Instagram / Tumblr that's like Paul and I, just because it's like, oh, she's Asian, I'm Asian, Paul's black, he's black, you know, we're people and we're together kind of stuff. But, like, I made that joke, and of course, like, a lot of my, like, friends and colleagues were like, holy shit, now that's your next cosplay, which very much considered. But, like, within their first time meeting in the movie, like, just the interaction alone, like, we just turned to each other, and I was like, holy shit, that is us. Like, joking aside, like, that's us right there. We're like, this is not it's not science fiction, this is a biopic, you know, that kind of shit. But, yeah, like, I like where they were going with her. I like that, like, it's not really spoilers, like, they had a lot more, like, female pilots and all that stuff. Like, it's kind of like, because, you know, they kind of did that with Force Awakens, and when they did Rogue One, they were like, let's bring back the female pilots. You know, they even had black people as pilots. Like, wow, black people can be pilots. Because previously it's usually just, like, white dudes. And, like, random, like things. You saw me. But anyway, so it just, oh my god, the scenes, like, I'm just gonna skip the scenes with Carrie Fisher. Like, I got emotional, of course, because I love Carrie Fisher. You know, she is Space Mom. You know, like, I was very heartbroken to hear that she had passed. You know, like, all of us, like, all of us who love Star Wars and, like, kind of, you know, like, saw her journey of, like, going down and coming back up kind of stuff. Like, you know, we're like, shit, you know, like, she's gone through so much. This got her. Like, of course, it's quite upsetting. Then seeing her in the movie, and you're like, we got to see Mom again. You know, there are times, like I said, well, I swelled up a little, just got a little, like, I'll be fine, I'm fine, kind of thing. Like I said, like, I love that. I love that in the movie with Poe, they developed his character a little bit more. You know, like, he's still kind of like the guy you saw in Force Awakens for the short time, but also a little bit more. You see in Force Awakens that he's like a wise ass. You know, like, he's, you know, he's a great fucking pilot. Like, you know, he's a fighter kind of guy. He's a fighter. Sorry, I keep having, like, flashes to, like the abyss all the time. Anyway, you get to see a little bit more of his development, all that stuff, you know. Of course, like, as you see in the trailers, you get to see, like, Rey's journey with Luke and all that stuff. You see Kylo Ren, like, his kind of shit, you know. You get to see a lot more of that, and like I said, I'm cool with this. This is a spoiler-free review. I can't really say much else, but I enjoyed it. I will come back with a spoiler one once I see, like, the last fucking 20 minutes of it. I can really talk about it, and hopefully probably Paul will be part of it, because god fucking damn, you know. But anyway, so, Last Jedi, of course go see it, you know. Yes, it's still, you know, as someone who loves Star Wars from, like, their childhood to now, all that stuff, it's, yeah, still surprises me that people haven't seen Star Wars. Like, I work with someone who is like, you know, just never got into it, which is fine, and I don't get upset at people like, how dare you, all that stuff, but I'm just kind of like, because it's been such a huge part of my life, that it just feels weird when people, like, when it's not part of other people's lives, because it's just like, wow, this thing that has meant so much to me, and has, like, shaped me as a person kind of shit, it's just, for other people, like, oh, it's that really popular thing over there, you know. But what is that like food? Sorry. Wow. Sorry, there was like some crap on my desk here because I am a mess anyway. But yeah. Oh, actually, I could talk about the trailers because I kind of got in. God damn, it's like the whole day was like a fucking mess. So, because thank God now it's like reserved seats because we're not gonna have no fucking Dark Knight shit when my ass fucking wakes up 3 hours like way before it gets in line, like at fucking 6, 7 in the morning for a fucking 10 a.m. showing. It ain't happening anymore. Anyway, so we get there and trailers were already happening because there was like a line to like get in. People showed up kind of late. It was at like 8, 9 a.m. showing, so you can't be too mad at people for that. But anywho, no, that's the bathroom code for the Starbucks I wrote down. Anyway, so when I got in, it was towards the end of the Annihilation trailer. It's that thing. After that, it's this thing called Mortal Engines. It's the new series that Peter Jackson's doing, and I don't know what's going on. Again, it's like this early trailer. Plus, I was also texting Paul, like, bitch, I left your ticket with the people. I'm in the theater. Get your ass here. Kind of shit. This happens a lot, you know. But it's like, you just see, like, this chick. She has, like, this thing over her face, and it looks very, like, kind of post-apocalyptic, like, Hunger Games, Mad Max kind of thing. Looks through binoculars, and she's like, oh my god. And they're like, what? They're like, it's London. And you're like, it's like a city on top of big-ass, like, monster truck wheels, and you're like, I don't know. Hopefully later trailers can explain a little bit more about what the fuck did I just see. After that is the newest trailer for Ready Player One. So you kind of understand, like, the purpose of everyone going into the Oasis. Like, besides the whole, like, escapism kind of thing, but, like, the whole, like, I'm the guy who invented the Oasis, and you know, just, you're watching this, you know I'm dead. I want you to look for the thingy, in the secret thing, and if you find the thingy, majigger, you get to control the Oasis, and get to blah 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 harp. And you're like, alright, it makes more sense why it seemed to be, like, a fight, because before it was just, like, it just seemed like pop culture references, escapism, and we're all against each other, and it's like, alright, you know. I haven't read the book yet. I heard of the book, I just never read the book, but it just seems like all the nerd shit that we're all into, it's like, became its own thing. It's like, alright. After that was Jurassic World 2. We gotta go to the island and find the things, and because it's gonna get blown up. Jeff Goldblum's in it. Of course I'll go see it. Like, the first one was ridiculous. I know this one will be too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's fine. After that was that Alpha thing again with the whole wolf and boy and 20,000 years. I was supposed to say Under the Sea. Anyway. After that was the Elite however you pronounce it thing, the Robert Rodriguez one, the very stylized kind of thing. It looks interesting, you know. I like the stylization of the character. I do like really futuristic kind of cyberpunky looking things, so I'm like, it looks interesting. So I'm like, alright, sure. After that was just like the teaser for Incredibles 2, because why not? And then Infinity War trailer. That was great. Good to see on like such an IMAX screen of 50 feet by a bajillion feet, bearded Chris Evans, you know. Yeah, just, if there's any more trailers, can you guys put Hawkeye in it? Because, I know Renner's in the movie, but y'all making it seem like you just keep forgetting about the man, you know. Please, you hire such an amazing actor, and you're not utilizing him, so please. I enjoyed it, my mom enjoyed it, Paul enjoyed it, and then the fire broke out. I don't really think it was really like a fire. I think because, okay, I always see like the big movies, most of them, Star Wars especially, and most of the MCU movies in IMAX, and if it comes out, it's usually IMAX 3D. Like, of course, I see Nolan in IMAX all the time, because it's fucking Nolan, he shoots in IMAX. So I go to that theater a lot. You know, if you see any of my other reviews, where I'm like walking down the street and you usually see like the theater right behind me, that's the theater I go to. I go to it all the time. That theater, a couple weeks ago, that's where I met Guillermo del Toro and cast of Shape of Water. That's where I went to go see Disaster Artist. That is like my main theater I go to. I even joke around saying that in the IMAX theater itself, I tend to get this like seat all the time, and I made a joke saying like, one day I would just like make a lot of money and I'll just ask for a plaque there with my name on it. I don't have to be an asshole and says no one else can sit in it. Anyone can sit in it. I want to put a plaque there with my name on it. That's it. Nothing else. Just put a plaque there that says like, this is Joe's like seat, fuck all, you know, like that kind of stuff. Anyway, and my guess is that what was burning was probably one of the IMAX bulbs, because those things are big and they can kill you. I think it's like you actually have to put on like a suit to put those bulbs in, you know, all that stuff. Anyway, my guess is that a lot of people weren't getting out of their seats, and seriously, I didn't want to get out of my seat. Paul got out of his seat, but my mom and I sat there, but the woman next to my mother was like, she was like, come on, come on, come on, it's a fire, we gotta go, but stay calm, stay calm. It's like, you're the only one freaking out. Everyone else is like, alright. They were kind of like, I guess, fuck, alright, I guess. There was a dude, like, right by the door who was, like, still there with his 3D glasses on, eating popcorn, like, alright, I'm just gonna stay for this. And seriously, I'm being very honest, I would have stayed. I would have fucking stayed, you know, and watched the rest of it and breathe in whatever gross chemicals that was, you know, just to see the fucking ending of it. Because we were then, like, we got all the way out, and this is like IMAX 3D, so the glasses are different. So if you cross the threshold, all the alarms go off that you like stole the glasses. But people don't care about that right now. They're leaving. Mind you, you don't see like a person who works there at all until you get all the way downstairs, where they're like practically snatching these fucking 3D glasses out of your hand, telling you to get out. But another person's like, oh wait, if you want a refund, like, you can get a voucher at the box office. So then we all line up at the box office. We get our vouchers. And we're, like, some of us are like, well, maybe it's, like, something small and it can clear up, and then, like, they can either, like, back the movie back up where it was, you know, for, like, the last 20 minutes or something. Or, like, hey, if I could start it all over again or something. But then they were just like, no, you have your voucher. Get out, get out, get out, get out. You know, and then, like, it took, like, forever for the fire trucks to come, because we kind of hung out about the theater for a while, because after our showing, there was another one at, like, noon, like, a little bit past noon, and it was close. It was close to 12, and this guy was like, hey, I tried to go upstairs for IMAX, but everything was blocked off, what's up? And this girl just kind of was like, yeah, the showing's canceled, everything else is canceled, like, if you want a refund, go to the box office. And the guy's like, what? You know? And then, pretty much just as he said what, the fire trucks come, like, mad fucking late, you know? Like, the fire alarm goes off at my job, and, like, they're there in a second, and this is a really fucking white-ass neighborhood. It's the Upper West Side, motherfucker. You know? Like, how are we gonna save the white people? But, like, seriously, like, either their fire alarm system is not attached to the fucking fire department, and that's not okay, because, like I said, my job is nowhere big like this, and shit goes off, and they come immediately, you know? Like, even when it's a false alarm, it just like, we're here, because that's their job. Anyway, this review has gone way too damn long for a spoiler-free one. Because most of it's me ranting about the goddamn fucking movie theater shit. But anyway, I'm seriously gonna send in a complaint, because that was fucked up. You snatching shit out of my goddamn hand. Anyway, back in a couple days.